sudden after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and go. Take advantage of the short field and results in a nice touchdown.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. And that kick goes out of bounds right away, and that is a big mistake because that ball's going to be marked beyond the 40-yard line. Man in motion is Smith. On play action, here's Hurts. Exiting the pocket right. Now he takes off. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. It appeared that an Eagle was able to get his hands on it. And indeed, the signal, Philadelphia will hold on to possession. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. A run up the middle with Barkley. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. Kirby Joseph there to make the play.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
A 2nd down throw for Hurts. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
He's going to air this one out, looking for Dotson. And he's in. Dotson. Touchdown, Eagles. Jake Elliott now for the extra point. And this one is no good. He has missed the extra point. Keep that one in mind. We'll see if that comes into play as we go along this afternoon. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This one taken at the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Hey, kill!
Goff going to throw here on 1st and 10. The ball deflected at least a couple of times. And it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. 2nd and 10. Back to the air. It's Goff. Oh, in trouble. And down he goes. Nakobe Dean in there for a loss of 5 on the sack, and now it's 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. The pressure gets there, and he goes down. A sack that should be the final play of this 1st quarter.
Loss of 12 yards. On the 3rd and out. Jack Fox in formation.
A touchdown apiece here in the 1st quarter of play. A 1-point affair, 7-6 is the score. And we're back in Philly in a moment. Lions ball to begin this 2nd quarter. On 4th down, here comes Jack Fox to kick it away. They send Britton Covey back deep. That'll be returnable from the 35. Oh, how about that hit? Wow. He took a pretty good lick at the end of that one.
At their own 42-yard line.
Off the play fake, Hurts. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. Moving outside. He's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down. Aiden Hutchinson in for the sack. It's a loss of 9 and sets up third down. To throw is Hurts. And that is incomplete.
That has to be a disappointing end to this drive. Just think, when they took the field on this possession, Mike, they're thinking they got a shot to go down there and take the lead, but they couldn't even get to midfield, let alone the end zone. If they end up getting another shot before halftime, they've got to find a way to have better execution than they did right here.
Raymond going to return it. And it's a decent return. Gets some of that yardage back before he's forced out of bounds.
At their own 20-yard line.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10.
Rick Flair. Go slide. 2 for 1. 180. 12.
Here's Goff. Forced to his right. He runs with it.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
Ball on the 27. Here's second down and 3.
Now you quick. Slide. DC. 180.
Goff gives it to Gibbs. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. A pickup of 12 yards. First down, Detroit.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
The tight end, Sam Laporta, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up second down. Here's a handoff to Gibbs. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
But after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on third down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on first and second down to gain positive yards. Stay on track, because you don't want to be in third and pass too often in today's NFL.
From the gun, it's Goff. This one down the field, but it's lined up incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And it'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. Hurts looking to throw on first down. Taking a shot downfield for Smith. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And these are the throws that are really holding the offense back right now, Mike. He just has to make better decisions, because you're not going to win many games when you turn the ball over at this rate.
On first and 10, here's Goff. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's second down.
And you can see really why this offense has leaned on the ground game. I mean, can't you, Mike? I mean, the passing attack really needs somebody to provide a spark, because they have not been able to get anything going here before the half.
A second down throw for Goff. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a third down.
76, kill it. What? 20. Is that?
Goff to throw. That's good. it to Slav. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on third down.
So far here early, Mike, the key for this offense has been their ability to maintain possession by converting on these third downs. It's going to be a big storyline the rest of the way. This defense has to find a way. When they force third down, they got to get off the field.
And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 10-yard line.
2 minutes to play in a tight one-point game in this first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia right after this. They face 2nd down and 7.
2 for 1. 2 cut. 2 up. 180. Turtles up.
They hand it to Gibbs. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain. Here comes 3rd and 6.
Check the 20.
To throw is gone. That is caught to the goal line and in. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Lions. The quarterback, with all of his eligible receivers available, uses the back out of the backfield that time, Greg, to take it to the end zone.
And when your running back, Mike, is a valid threat in the passing game, man, it just gives you so many options. And in this case, it was the running back that was the open target. He's able to put the pass on the money. Easy 6 points.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. On the return, it's Tank Bigsby. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
On play action, Hurts. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Al-Quadin Muhammad in there to drop him. Loss of 5 to start the drive. So the Eagles will use their first time out here, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. Man in motion is Smith. Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down.
It's actually a really nice job there on 2nd down, putting this into a 3rd and more manageable down and distance. Remember, they suffered that 1st down sack, and so often that can derail the drive, but they got a chance here to pick this up. And
huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now you won. Ric Flair. Wait, and Shell. 5. Yes, sir. Cornell.
On 1st down, it's gone. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete.
we see this so often. They call it sudden change. So they teach defenses, Mike. This is a little predictable here. They teach defenses. If we have to take the field following a turnover or some sort of sudden change situation, expect a deep play, expect a trick play. It's just the way offensive coordinators call plays immediately after taking over the possession. And in this case, the defense was ready for it, and the ball's incomplete. I love that they continue to stay aggressive here, Mike. And that route right there, we used to call it a big 8. It's a deep post route. but the ball placement isn't exactly where it needs to be, and that's a missed opportunity.
Super. 17. 17. Tiger.
Goff. Catch is made by Wright. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting fourth down decision. The Lions call their first timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in half number 1. A field goal, no gimme from this distance. They'll go on fourth down.
Let's super. What?
They'll go for it. Here's Goff. That one on target to Williams. He's got it. And he's into the end zone. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Detroit.
You hear coaches, you hear commentators, everybody talks about that middle four, Mike, the final 2 minutes of the second quarter and the first 2 minutes of the third quarter. Here they are now. They go down and they steal a late touchdown to end the half. Remember, they're going to get the ball first coming out of the break.
Seven seconds, all that remains, till halftime. And the kick is away. Bigsby to return it.
The Raiders take over first down 10.
So first and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That's complete to his big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line.
Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
On return, the Lions take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
What? Hey, Shell. 76. Tell him. 76. 76. 4 down. Orange. Turbo.
Goff to throw on first down. That's to the right side and incomplete.
It's pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, we just don't see that very often, and it just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended targets, they're just not on the same page.
DC. 180. Value 3. Nice one.
They're going to run out of the gun with Gibbs. And you'll get them 5 yards closer, but now third down coming up.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up third and 5.
Merlin. We go. 180. 2.
throwing, Goff. He's got his tight end. That's Laporta. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. It is a huge play for Detroit. 37 yards.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
What's that?
On the handoff, this is Gibbs. Finding space at the 15. And he's into the end zone. And they are making it look easy. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Lions. He had the touchdown catch earlier. This time he takes it in on the ground. Bait snap for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Lions will extend this third quarter lead.
Eagles 6.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. Good coverage by the kicking team. It's out of bounds, shy of the 20.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Alpha. Great, set.
Man in motion is Smith.
Delta.
They'll fake the give. Now it's Hurts. Moving left. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up second down.
And once he got his head around, he realized he was in danger. I mean, luckily, he was able to get rid of that ball before it turned into a negative play.
We'll try again. It's second and 10.
Great. Delta.
To throw is Hurts. Moving to his right. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. He was trying to find Saquon Barkley coming out of the backfield. Third down coming up.
Great, set. Delta.
A shotgun snap now to Hurts. A pass caught by Saquon. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down. That's taken in. And he's going to have the Eagles first down. That'll wind up a gain of 11 on fourth down.
Eagles first down.
Great.
First and 10 at the
Hurts will try it again. He'll get that out to Barkley. Down the left sideline. And he'll be marked down at the 15-yard line. Big-time play for Philly. And even 50 yards.
50 yards on the play.
Again, Hurts. He'll get this complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
63.
It's now second and
To the air again. Hurts escaping to his left. He'll tuck it and take off. And this will be incomplete, but a penalty flag down on the play. And let's see who's guilty. So a much more difficult scenario now. It is third and 10. And that is incomplete. Contact, but no flags. It's going to be fourth down. Here's Jake Elliott now to try the field goal. That one is good. And the Eagles cut 3 off the lead, but they still face a sizable deficit. Maybe they're starting to count how many possessions do I have left. They're going to try and get another one with an onside kick here. At midfield.
That's a risky call here, but I understand what they're thinking. You find yourself down in the third quarter. How do we steal some possessions? How do we get the ball back to our offense to cut into this deficit? But now in return, it's your defense that now has the tough task.
Straight ahead with Gibbs. And that'll be a pickup of 3. From the 25, here's second down and 7.
At the Eagles 25-yard line.
Now, Goff. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he will get into the end zone. Right. Touchdown, Detroit. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Great. Set.
From the shotgun, it's Hurts. He's going to air this one out. And he can't hang on. Through the contact, incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
35-yard line.
Out. No touch.
To throw is Hurts. That'll be taken in by Barkley. Down the sideline. And he will score. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Well, they get the running back out of the backfield, and Greg, we find him in the end zone, a touchdown pass.
Mike, we call those short throw, long run. It's every quarterback's dream. He's able to get the ball out of his hand to his intended target, and in this case, this guy, he does the rest. I know it sounds like I'm being biased, Mike, but I'm really not. Down here, this close to the end zone, especially on 2-point tries, the size, the length, the athleticism, and matchups these tight ends can create, man, they are a tough handle, and it leads to 2 points.
And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Goff's going to throw here on 1st and 10. That's to the sideline and intercepted.
This is really becoming a key element to playing quarterback in the NFL, Mike, the ability to play off script and use your legs to extend the play. I think in this case, he either needs to tuck that ball down and become a runner, or he just simply needs to throw that ball away.
Strong running there. He brings this down inside the 25.
22 yards. And an Eagles first down.
Hurts to the air on 1st down. Flush to his right. Now he'll run it. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal.
First down.
To throw, Hurts. Rolling right. There he goes again. And he will win the race to the pylon. He's in. Jalen Hurts. Touchdown, Eagles. Elliott now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Eagles are able to cut into the deficit. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. On 1st and 10, here's Goff. To the right side, that's St. Brown. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
And the Lions first down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So back and forth they go as we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL. on EA Sports. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
Cut. 180. Cut.
On to the 4th quarter, and it begins with a run by Gibbs. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
36-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 7.
Block 20.
Out of the shotgun. It's gone. That's a short one caught by Laporta. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that 1st down. But this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the 1st down.
That's right side and brought in by Williams. And he'll take this one in. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Lions. His 2nd catch of the game. And both have gone for touchdowns. Bates, good, with the extra point. And the Lions will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. Here's Smith to return it. Now an opening past the 30. He's to midfield. Still on the move. And he's going to take this all the way back. 92 yards. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Elliott on now for the PAT. He's got it. And the Eagles are able to edge a bit closer. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. He'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. Lots of space past the 45. A terrific run. He's got this one down inside the 30-yard line. A long one from Gibbs. A pickup of 44 yards.
A pickup of 44 yards on the play. 1st down, Detroit.
What's up?
1st down, and they stick with Gibbs. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. It's a pickup of 13 yards. Good for a Lions 1st down.
Detroit Lions, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
To throw is gone. Going left side, and it's taken in by Williams.
Out-breaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the time. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
A 2nd down throw for Goff. And that ball incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category, but the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. Picked off Jimmy D.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. Another try, 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. That is Marcus Davenport in there for the sack. So the Eagles will use their first timeout here. Talk things over before 3rd down. On play action, here's Hurts. Open man downfield is Brown. And he's out of bounds, very close to the 40-yard line. And how about that? 3rd and a mile. And they convert and pick up a 1st down. There's a throw right side. Could be incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
He's looking for A.J. Brown that time. And it's going to bring up 3rd down.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
He was looking for his tight end, Dallas Goedert, that time. And it's going to be 4th down. Hurts again. That's going to be caught. And that's not going to work. The defense comes up with a 4th down, 4th quarter stand, and forces a turnover on downs.
Hey, kill! Cut! Wait, 20! What's up?
They'll run it to the right here with Gibbs. Room to run at the 35. And he will score again. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Detroit. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. And make it 3 touchdowns now. Remember, he caught the one earlier. That's his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game.
And, Mike, this is what every offense is searching for out of the running back position. Can you impact the game equally on the ground as you can through the air? And that's exactly what this guy has done so far today.
This returnable from the 4. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin.
Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
73!
Hurts looking to throw on 1st down. That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time. And it'll be 2nd down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd.
3rd and short, and Hurts will throw. Forced, and he does a nice job to avoid the initial wave. They're going to get him down behind the line. offense staying out there for this fourth down. On play action, Hurts. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And it will be another turnover. As this defense does it again.
This one's going to be tough to stomach. I mean, all he has to do is just hold on to the ball, and they've got a fresh set of downs. He was past the yard to gain, but unfortunately, when they gave up the first down initially, the defense was determined to get off the field one way or another, and they found a way to do just that.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Here we go. One final play. Working free downfield. It is Williams. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this fourth quarter. So a win for the visitors, the Lions. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. In the end, a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. That was the difference in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL. Call it Motown, call it the Motor City. To Lions fans, this is home. Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Chicago Bears and the Detroit Lions.
Milo Santos kicking off for Chicago.
We welcome you, Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, and that's Cairo Santos to get us started. And we are underway in downtown Detroit. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Now the first carry for the Alabama speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. He's to the 40. Still going. And they're not going to run him down. He goes all the way. 73 yards. Touchdown, Detroit. Terrific way, Greg, to get this game started. Able to get the opening touchdown and do it with a long run.
Mike, anytime you can create explosive plays in the run game, you're definitely going to take it. And they're going to be able to build on those plays as the rest of this game moves along.
Bears nothing.
So after the kick this one away. On the return, it's Devin Duvernay. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Williams going to throw on the first play. That'll be caught by DeAndre Swift. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
A gain of 12 yards. And the Bears first down. First and 10
A
at
play
the
fake,
40-yard
and
line.
they'll throw with Williams. That is caught downfield by Odunze. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
It's a gain of 28
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10.
Bears first down.
First run of the game here for DeAndre Swift. Good blocking to the 15. And he's going to be taken down. 19 more on that one. And another first down.
Bears first down.
Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. He'll get this underneath to Swift. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play. You put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Throwing on second down, Williams. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
That one incomplete. Humphrey outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is fourth down.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a third and very reasonable. Incomplete on that third down try. Now brings up fourth and short.
That's hauled in at the 2. And he'll take it on in. DJ Moore. Touchdown, Chicago.
Cairo Santos.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down to score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score in the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come over with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman, sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
This one complete to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A pickup there of 25 yards. First down, Detroit.
So think back to earlier in the week, Mike, and they told us they want to get him going here early and often. So I'd expect plenty of passes to head his way as this game unfolds.
Listen. 20, 2 up. 5.
Goff to throw on first down. Right back to St. Brown. They connect again. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
That's another Detroit Lions first down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. Pair of sevens on the scoreboard. And we are back to the Motor City in a moment. Lions ball to begin this second quarter as they've got it with 1st and 10.
Hey, kill. Here we go. Maverick, 180.
Goff to throw. Brought in by the tight end, Sam Laporta. And they'll get about half what they needed to pick up a 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. At the Bears' 24-yard line.
Value 3, 180.
Throwing, Goff. That's going to be incomplete. Good work. The defender bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Open man is the tight end right. He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 15. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down.
At the 12-yard line.
Tonight, 4 down. 180. Maverick roll. Cut.
Goff going to throw here on 1st and 10. That's right side and brought in by Williams. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a 1st down.
Detroit Lions, 1st down. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
It's the quarterback with the sneak, and he's able to get the ball across the goal line. He's in. Aaron Bob, touchdown Lions. Certain quarterbacks have a knack for that, and he finds the space to get in the end zone for the touchdown, Greg.
Yeah, just a good old-fashioned quarterback sneak. Kind of a play that's taken the league by storm. Not necessarily the tush-push like we see up in Philly, but just as effective here, Mike.
Makes the score Lions 14, Bears 7.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. And that kick goes out of bounds right away, and that is a big mistake because that ball's going to be marked beyond the 40-yard line. On the give, it is Manunga. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
No gain on
We'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
At the 41-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, it's a give to Swift. Powerful running there, stiff-arming his way for a gain of 6. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Williams. And he's going to pick up the 1st down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
5-yard gain on the play. That's good for the Bears. 1st down.
Working out of the gun, here's Williams. That's complete to Swift. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the
On 2nd down,
40-yard line.
it's Williams. That's caught left side by Odunze. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
And the Bears
12 yards on that hookup. Good for a Bears 1st down.
at the 28-yard line.
Throw it again. It's Williams. This is part of 2. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line.
A gain of 27 more yards.
Swift will score. Touchdown, Chicago.
Touchdown, Chicago.
Make no mistake about it. He may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Now return coming from the 7th. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. On 1st and 10, here's Goff. That one incomplete. He was looking for Jahmyr Gibbs out of the backfield. And it'll lead to a 2nd down. From the gun, it's Goff. Catch is made by Wright. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield. Now, timeout signal for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds until the break.
And that 1st down was huge for this offense. Now they can take a deep breath. Focus on trying to put a late scoring drive together before we hit the halftime break.
On 1st down, it's Goff. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd
All
and
things
10.
considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
He'll let this one go long for Williams. And the Bears force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 10.
By the Bears.
You know, Mike, anytime a team can go nickel or dime and come off the field with an interception, I just am constantly reminded of the importance of defensive back depth when you're building an NFL roster. I mean, think back. This is not the old NFL base 3-4, base 4-3. Offenses are going to roll out 2, 3, 4 high-level wide receivers at you in this pass-first modern era. If you can't roll out 5 DBs and all of them hold their own and be trusted to hold up, you are going to struggle defending these pass-first modern offenses.
Both teams look good on the offensive side of the 1st half. Will it carry over? We're about to find out. 2nd half is underway. Duvernay on the return. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
This drive begins with a run by Smith. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. On the run to the right. Off he goes. And he's going to be out of bounds right around midfield. Taking advantage of the room to run. A gain of 19 on the scramble. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun. It is Swift. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
So they go with the 1st down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good 2nd down situation, but now they find themselves in 2nd and long. So the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, we're only playing you in the pass. It stresses your protection, it stresses your play caller, and ultimately, it stresses your quarterback.
On 3rd and a yard, it's Williams. Oh, he won't get there. Looking for a cutback lane. It never opened up. And now it's 4th down.
3 yards. Brings up fourth down.
They're going for it. Here's Williams. He's got his tight end. It's Loveland. And he's going to have the first down. Aggressive call there. It works out as they convert it on fourth down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
The tight end, Komet, is on the move. Here comes Swift. They toss it right. And this is going to be a big loss. He kept retreating, looking for an escape hatch. Found nothing. And they get him down well behind the line. Off play action. Here's Williams. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up third down.
For whatever reason, when the ball was in the air, Mike, it seemed to me like he was almost having a little trouble tracking it. I'm not sure if that's what allowed the defender to catch back up, but ultimately it was the contact at the catch point that causes the incomplete, and now it's going to bring up third and real long.
DeAndre Swift, the intended target. And it's going to lead to fourth down. On fourth down, here's Torrey Taylor to punt for Chicago. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. And that one had too much behind it. Into the end zone for a touchback.
Four down.
Goff. He'll let this one go long for Williams. That's caught. And he will take this one in. 80 yards. Touchdown, Detroit. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
Duvernay on the return. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Bears take over first and 10. Their own 29-yard line.
Williams going to look to throw it on first down. He's going to take a shot down the field. A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Colston Loveland was the intended receiver. And that will lead to a second down. A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes. Aleem McNeil in there for the sack. He forced his way through. A loss of 9.
Biggie Angels, Biggie Angels, Biggie Angels.
Third and long. Here's Williams. And that is incomplete.
Understand it's third down. The quarterback's trying to make a play, Mike, but if you're going to make a dangerous throw on third down, you're going to force the ball to tight coverage. At least do it past the sticks. Try to pick up that first down and maintain possession. He tries to thread the needle. Ball falls incomplete, and now it brings up fourth down.
And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds.
26-yard line.
Mavericks. Hot. 180. What's that?
Goff gives it to Gibbs. And he's trying to get around the corner, but will not. Brought down. That's a loss on the play. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Now Goff. He'll let this one go long for Williams. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
It's a gain of 35.
3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Hold on. Check. Wait, Turbo.
On to the 4th quarter, and it begins with a run by Gibbs. And he broke through the initial contact, winds up getting about 3. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Super one. Ric Flair. Hey, lift. 180. Hey, let's go. Go, grab.
To throw is Goff. A dive and a catch. Incredible. Goff's go-to guy, St. Brown, Navarro, gives the Lions the 1st down.
With wide receivers, I think we spend so much time like talking about their speed and their route running, and of course that's critical, but the ability to not only catch the ball, but to concentrate on the bad throws. We used to have a saying, you get paid to catch the bad ones, and saw a great example of it here, laying out, going down to get this ball, holding on through contact with the ground, and it's a big-time play.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
180. Turbo.
Once again, it's Gibbs. Running there in the red zone. He did not want to go down. And he picks up the 1st down. It'll be 1st and goal.
Detroit Lions 1st down.
So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. Greg and I back for the conclusion. In a moment, an opportunity for what could be a game-sealing touchdown right here. 1st down and goal. They'll drop to throw. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
Throwing on 2nd down. Oh, do you believe it? It's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson.
And in these tight games, especially in the 2nd half, Mike, these are the big moments that somebody needs to step up and make a play, and that's exactly what he's able to do here. Great read, great reaction, steps in front of that ball and ends up going the other way.
This is 1st and 10. To throw is Williams. They'll try to set up the screen here to Swift. And he's going to give him some breathing room past the 15-yard line. The Bears will use one of their timeouts here. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that 1st down.
A gain of 14. 1st down, Chicago.
Here's Williams now to throw. He'll send this one deep for Odunze. Into space. And he will dive into the end zone. 84 yards. Touchdown, Chicago.
All right, so Mike, now the interesting thing is, do you want to take the lead with still enough time for your opponent to get the ball back to go to try to win it? I think I'm kicking the extra point here, tying the game. I don't want my opponent in a fast 2-minute mode to try to win this game in regulation. Now I'm playing for overtime.
Tie game. Still time to break that tie, though, as you see. Maybe run a 2-minute offense. And the kick's in the air.
The Lions take over.
Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. Here's 1st down.
Shell.
Goff to throw. Now a pass deep for St. Brown. That ball intercepted. And the Bears are going to get the football, and they'll have it just past the 20-yard line.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
And a nice tackle in the open field limits the game to only 1. second down and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
Throwing is Williams. That's a short throw caught by Komet. He's going to be out of bounds. Gain of just a couple. And now we've got third down coming up.
A 3-yard pickup. And it's third down.
They'll go play action here with Williams. That's into the hands of Smite, the tight end. That's a second charge timeout to Chicago. You get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in the fourth.
39-yard line.
I think it's clear, Mike. I think they have their sights set on winning this game in regulation. I don't think overtime is even in the picture. They are trying to be aggressive, continue to move this ball down. Can they find a way to pull this game off here late in the fourth quarter? You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the...
And he's going to go all the way! How about some late magic? They've taken the lead here in the final minute of play. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Now, here comes a return from the 9. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
On the return, the Lions take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
They'll come up for first and 10.
Here we go. 120.
Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. That's hot downfield by Tassar. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
That's good for the Lions. First down.
2 timeouts still in their back pocket. It's first and 10.
Hey, left. 180. Here we go. 76. 76. Turbo.
To throw is Goff. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. It's the veteran safety, Kevin Byard. And the Bears have just about sewn up this football game.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the third or fourth read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position, jumped that route, challenged the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway.
And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
And after that first down throw, Mike, it's really a deflating moment of the defense. They understood the urgency of getting off the field and getting the ball back to their offense. Here we are under 2 minutes in a one-possession game.
Here we go. One final play. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete, and that will do it. This one comes to an end. So this one, a win for the visiting Bears. And right away, you can point to the turnover battle. Always key. Tells the story so often. It did here again today. Their offense didn't turn it over at all. They finished on the plus side with the takeaways. And as a result, they're going to come away with the victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Baltimore Ravens. So here's Kaimi Fairbairn to do the honors. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll come up now second and 4 from the 31. Jackson from the shotgun. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Flowers. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
That's good for a Baltimore first down.
Throwing is Jackson. This will go to Henry out wide. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
It's a gain of 11. That's another Baltimore first down.
Here's Jackson to throw. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. That was Will Anderson getting home and finishing the play.
At the 42-yard line.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Report!
Now it's Jackson. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
First and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42.
Tony.
On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Stroud looking to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
First down, Texans.
Stroud. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Here's Stroud. This one taken in by Stover. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
Stroud will look to throw once more. He's got his target. That's complete. And the Texans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Stroud, he's going to audible to something else. Again, he'll drop to throw. No gain on the play. And it's 2nd and goal.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now it's Mixon running right. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal.
Here we go. Hey, uno. Tony.
Stroud to throw it. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston.
Touchdown, Houston.
Nico Collins, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they're going to have terrific field position as they finally get to him, but just shy of the midfield stripe.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Texans' 47-yard line.
Running from the gun with Henry. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
It's 4th down and less than a yard.
Again, it's Ricard, the fullback. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They only got a couple, but a couple is all that they needed as they convert on 4th. And now Jackson will look to throw it. That went into the hands of Flowers. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
That's another Baltimore first down.
Jackson. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Will Anderson. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. That's caught. It's Flowers. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers, 33 yards. And the Ravens are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. The extra point up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Open man is Kirk, complete. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
Yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 20-yard line.
2nd down and 8.
19 Texas. 19. That's it. 11.
Throwing now is Stroud. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
18. That's it.
Again, it's Stroud. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there in the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That tackle behind the line made by Will Anderson. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Jackson now. That is incomplete.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Jackson. They set up the screen for Henry. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. Jackson and the rest of the offense staying put. They will go for it on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because...
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Now a 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Henry up the middle. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Middle.
Here's Jackson. Check down here for Henry. And they call it a loss of a yard there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number one. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And that will knot us up at 10. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach turned his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Stroud. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Stroud out of the gun here. He's got his man, Schultz, coming across the formation. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. The throwing again is Stroud. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And this will be a Texans first down as good running gets them to about the 44. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Checks this down to Marks out of the backfield. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
18. What's up? Look hot.
Stroud working out of the gun. Throw right side. He's going to be caught by Kirk. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And they will take the lead at 13-10. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. They're looking deep here for Flowers. And this one is incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Mixon will get it to start the second half. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Again, it's Mixon. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Stroud looking to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Collins. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 27-yard line. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one as a receiver is got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Nixon with a first down carry. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Stroud. Over the middle, it's complete. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And it's second down.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
And Stroud now to throw. And that is incomplete.
He's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete.
On the quick, right?
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Joe Mixon, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Texans take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he'll return this one all the way out of the other side of the field.
It's the third quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Jackson. Now he's going to step up and run. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 24-yard line.
They run wide side with Henry. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now it's Jackson. this is going to be incomplete. Blanketed coverage by Houston. Makes it 4th down. On 4th down, on is Tyler Luke for the Baltimore field goal. He hit his first one. This from 44 yards out now. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will tighten this one up a bit. Now a one-score game at 20-13. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the third quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here.
18.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
All right. Stop. 18.
Here's Stroud. Rush coming, and he's taken down. With veteran Kyle Van Noy in there to drop him. Everybody was coming on the blitz that time, and they got home.
And you know the expression, hat on a hat, in terms of blocking, trying to keep your quarterback protected? Well, if you don't have enough hats, that's the end result. Your quarterback goes down, and sometimes he goes down hard.
11.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This one left side caught by Collins. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down.
It's 4th down.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the 4th. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Tony. Look to hot.
Stroud to throw it. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Dalton Schultz, 30 yards. And the Texans have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead now up to 14.
Ravens 13.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession. And to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
Look for the big chunk now, because as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. They go play action now. Jackson. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. They're looking deep here for Flowers. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. Mixing up the middle. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. They're calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the Ravens' 32-yard line.
Again, it's Mixon. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Here we go. 118. Let's go.
Running left, it's Mixon. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. 65 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. 2nd down and 3.
2nd and 3 at the 14-yard line.
18. Let's go.
Now they'll change things up. Stroud will throw it. He finds his target. It's Schultz. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
3rd down.
Here we go. 18. Let's go.
They'll try and run for it with Marks. And he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. On 2nd and goal, one man stands in the backfield, and that's Mixon.
18.
Looking to throw. Stroud. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Dalton Schultz, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Texans have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. And, Charles, they continue to have trouble stopping him as he's into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, it's multiple series now that have ended with him in the end zone. A perfect plan on how to utilize him best when they get in close.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
And that is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Now it's Jackson. Henry's got it out on the left side. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Jackson. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Calling a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now.
Hey, middle. middle.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun to give to Mixon. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on 1st down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, you know, in the NFL, even if he picked up the 1st down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right, if it's college football and you want to make 2nd and 1 is probably better than picking up the 1st down because in college football, the clock stops with every 1st down and actually aids the defense in that situation.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it.